The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Married to him. Are you engaged? What gives you the idea that you own him?
Oh, no, why did he
I'm
start
doing my
without
best
me?
to control myself, because if I don't...
Hey!
I'm responsible.
That's not my film!
I think you're in the wrong room. I
If that's
have
the
this
way
room
you want
booked.
Honey, this is room 2A, and I'm booked in here at 11 sharp, sorry.
Well, I think you've made a mistake.
It was a mistake, all right, but I didn't make it. Hey! Hey, well, how do you get the projection that's on this thing?
May I?
Find someone of your own.
Someone of my own. Pat, there's a gentleman out here who insists he's booked this room.
Honey, I know what I'm talking about. There's no mix-up. You're running late, that's all. And I would let you finish, but I'm on a very tight schedule. I gotta be somewhere else in exactly 90 minutes. And I take it all back.
I'm checking the booking.
Don't bother, Pat. I wouldn't want to interrupt someone with such a busy schedule.
Oh, just a minute, I've just loosened my schedule. The room's yours. Please continue running. I apologize.
You were more convincing the first time. Pat?
Oh, I'm sorry about what happened, Miss Waring, but he did have the booking, the upper depths. It's right here.
Who is he?
You mean you don't know?
Hmm.
It says Nick Fontaine.
Who's that?
Well, the only Nick Fontaine I know is the Hood.
Oh, what?
Your name's Pat, isn't it?
Yes, Mr. Fontaine.
That beautiful girl who was just in here, who is she?
Diane Waring. She's under contract to the studio.
Thank you, Pat. You can run my film as soon as you're ready. Tommaso, come stai?
Bene, bene. Hey, is the screening over?
Yeah, I just finished.
Ah.
Hey, thanks for getting me the projection room.
Oh, yeah. Geez, I'm sorry. I really wanted to see the film. But I got hung up on a reading for a part. Wow. How'd you get in the movie business, anyway?
Some guys were making upper depths. They needed money to finish it. And they came to me.
You know, the word is out all over town that you've got yourself a winner. I mean, really a big one.
I hope so. Meanwhile, I got another favor to ask you, Tom.
Name it.
I'd like to meet Bracken personally.
Oh, well, Paisano, I'm sorry. I can't help you. I've never met the man.
Gotta be kidding.
Nope. In that office, I've got zero gravity. No weight at all.
The kid I was telling you about? Tom Hudson. It's his stage name.
Pleasure.
His older brother, Tony Barberio, we were best friends years ago. But he doesn't know Bracken. Hey, what do you need?
Well, like what, Nick?
Like you tell me. You would have done me the favor if you could have, right?
Yeah, right. Well, you could always give me a good part in a picture like Upper Depths.
A money man I am, a producer I'm not. By the time I heard about this one, they were already cast. Half finished and in deep trouble. I'm just a bailout man.
Well, why do you want to see Brecken?
Marco wants me to. Hey, did you get the information on that chick for me?
Hi.
This is the new talent school, Laura.
I told you I have to meet somebody here. Are you sure you're serious about acting?
Very.
Diane? Hi, Laura. Diane, I'd like you to meet Don Steele.
Oh, hi, the disc jockey.
Hi.
Don wants to enter the new talent school.
Out of sight. Can I start today?
Oh. Those pages on that scene I want you to study, they're at Mimeo. It's right around the corner. Now, why don't you pick them up and meet me at school tomorrow?
Already? Bye.
Bye. Well, you wanted to know what I thought. Oh, I just love it. And with the wig, you'll kill him.
Well, I don't know. I've never been in this kind of an outfit before. Do you think it's going to hurt my image?
Diane, you haven't got an image yet. How can it possibly hurt you?
Oh, what kind of a drama coach are you? Can't I dream a little?
A little. When he sees you, he's going to give you the part. Oh, that costume just flips me. I want one. I've got to get back to the school now, but just take it easy. He's going to love you.
I think he already does. I have a message from Miss Waring.
Call me.
You're from Philadelphia? You went to Miss Chatham's school, then to Mount Holyoke. Studied drama for a year in New York. Then your father helped open the doors here. You've been in the new talent school for 10 months. Had a half a dozen small roles. And no steady boyfriend. You love strawberries, escalators, Billy Albingston's paintings. And the message I have for you is to please have dinner with me tonight in Mama Finello's restaurant.
And your name is Nick Fontaine. Born in New Orleans, came out here 6 years ago from Tampa, Chicago, and Vegas. And you're a hood.
But I have a heart of gold. Ask anyone. Ask me.
I need all the courage I have just to speak to you.
Something tells me you're not a bit afraid of me.
Thanks, I can't have dinner with you.
Why not?
Well, I can't, that's all.
You mean you won't? And you're right. If I were you, I'm not sure I'd go out with me either the first time I asked.
Well, when would you if you were me?
Maybe never. But I'd sure think about it a lot.
Voila. It's fantastic. He's waiting. Okay.
She's here, and she's fantastic.
You're not saying anything. It's like hearing a door open and not hearing it close.
Yeah. Well, it isn't very easy. But I have always leveled with you, haven't I? I'm going to be seeing somebody else about the part.
Someone else? But yesterday you said I was the only one. And to come in and get fitted in this outfit so you could see me.
Yesterday you were the only one. But things have changed since this morning. Now, I can't tell you who it is, but it's someone who's getting very hot in the last few weeks. And I'm going to have her in and talk to her. I think I owe you that much honesty.
Kind of honesty can be deadly.
Yeah. Well, look, love, I think I know how you feel.
Do you? You know everything about everything, but that doesn't stop you from doing your thing, no matter how it hurts people.
I do what I have to do to make the best movies I know how to make.
And that sets you apart from us ordinary people?
Un poco di più pomodoro nella salsa e meno calore.
Smell it.
It's the finest Italian food in America. Prepared by the finest cook in America, Mama Finello. And we have our finest table. Diane? Mama? Ci presenta Signorina Diane Waring. Diane Mama Finello.
I'm happy to know you.
Thank you. I've heard such wonderful things about you and how fine your food is.
Oh, grazie. Nick, your table is ready. A special table for a special person.
Grazie, Mama.
How charming we're eating in here.
To strawberries, escalators, and Billy Al Bingston. And anything else you like or want.
Thank you. How did you find out so much about me in such a short time?
A friend of mine telephoned somebody in your publicity office, got most of it there. We also checked with your bank, landlady, and gardener. Note about your favorite flowers.
Hey, Nick. Why cheating with the boys?
Not tonight, Marco. This is Miss Waring.
How do you do? Hey, you could at least drop by the table and say hello, huh?
Why don't you do it for me, huh?
But the boys want to see you, Nick.
I'm with Miss Waring, Marco. I said not tonight.
You want to stay alone? It's your decision.
That's my decision.
Nick, why are we eating in here?
Well, you said it was charming, didn't you? Besides, the service is better.
Who eats out front?
It's a public place, anybody.
Nick, who eats out front?
The boys eat out front. It's a hangout. Besides, I don't want to talk with the boys. I want to talk to you. Tell me about your picture.
I don't think I have a picture.
Tell me about it anyway.
Well, I was supposed to have this great part in this futuristic fantasy thing called Spacefire. I was the only one up for it. And suddenly the producer, Kevin Grant, informed me that he was excited about someone else, someone new. So I gave up hope.
You shouldn't have. You're back in.
What do you mean you're back in?
The girl that Kevin Grant was talking about is named Wendy Williams. Well, she had a strong part in this movie at the Upper Depths. When I put the money in the picture, I thought she had a future. So I signed her to a personal contract.
Wendy Williams is under contract to you?
And at 6 o'clock tonight, I changed my mind about lending her out. Took her off the market.
You did? Why?
So you get the part in the Kevin Grant picture. After all, you were there first.
Well, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're incredible. You snap your fingers and you make things happen. I can't believe it. Do people like you really exist?
Touch me. Find out. You're not afraid of me, are you?
A little. Oh, All my life I've been told not to play with fire.
Maybe I'm the one playing with fire.
You?
You're just as forbidden to me as I am to you. And you're what I've wanted all my life.
Diane's here, Kevin.
Send her in, please.
Hello?
Hi. Got a present for you. You got the part.
Thank you, Kevin. What made you decide?
Well, I want you in my picture because I think you're becoming a very fine actress. And besides, you look sensational in the outfit.
Anything else?
Yeah. Your competition became unavailable last night. She was withdrawn by the company that holds her contract. Why did you force me to say that?
I wanted to know how straight you'd be with me. I knew I had the part before I came in here. My competition was Wendy Williams, right? The company owning her contract is a man by the name of Nick Fontaine. Did you know that? He told me himself at dinner last night.
You had dinner with Nick Fontaine?
As a matter of fact, he's right outside waiting for me now.
And he withdrew Wendy Williams just to help you. Diane, how long have you known him?
Exactly 23 hours and 5 minutes.
All right, now get Mr. Rubin's signature on these and send them right over to legal.
Miss Caldwell?
Oh, hello, Diane. Mr. Bracken, Diane Waring just walked in. Yes, I'll send her right in.
Miss Caldwell? This is Nick Fontaine. Nick, this is Sylvia Caldwell.
How do you do, Mr. Fontaine?
Pleasure, Miss Caldwell.
Mr. Bracken's waiting for you.
Thank you.
Just a minute, Diane. The appointment is for you, not for you and Mr. Fontaine.
I have an unreleased film here I'm anxious to discuss with Mr. Bracken. But I certainly don't want to put Diane in an embarrassing situation.
Well, why don't I ask Mr. Bracken, then? I think that's the best way to handle it. Now, Mr. Bracken, Diane's ready for her appointment, but I think it wasn't to discuss her career. I believe she wants you to meet someone. Mr. Nick Fontaine. Yes, sir. He'll see you alone, Mr. Fontaine, for 2 minutes.
You don't approve, do you?
Do you know who and what Nick Fontaine is?
I know what people think he is.
Mr. Bracken won't do business with him.
Then why did he agree to see him?
Because your father's an executive with this company. Oh, you can get anyone through those doors. For 2 minutes, anyway. Diane, your ability to manipulate us up here in this office is limited. Therefore, I don't resent it every now and then. But what I'm trying to find out now is whether or not you are being manipulated.
You think Nick is seeing me just to get a meeting with Mr. Bracken?
But it could be.
I don't think so, Miss Caldwell. He's been honest with me from the beginning. You don't know him.
Of course not. Who does?
What'd he say? Is he interested?
Miss Caldwell, thank you very much. I appreciate the favor. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, Mr. Fontaine, your film.
My associate will pick it up. You back again?
Do you mind?
No. Enjoy yourself.
Thanks, Bill.
If you want to be alone, this is where I come to be by myself.
What is this place?
Do you know what a scenic loft is?
I know hardly anything at all about movie making. I know money. And I know how to get things done. Sometimes.
Well, this is where they paint what they call backings. They use them on stage when they want instant outdoors. Come on, Nick. What happened with Bracken?
He was polite but firm. He doesn't want to do business with someone like me.
Did you come right out and say that?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
so am I. What's this?
I was hoping for an island for you.
Why? I dig cities.
That surprises me. I thought you had a tough time when you were a kid.
Yeah. I did things like spit on sidewalks, pinch girls, and steal fruit, insult policemen, you know. I can still hear the teacher saying, Nicola Fontana, you march yourself straight to the principal's office. And when I was 12, fell in love with a girl who always wore white. I did handstrings for her. Tried to change my life, my bad ways. I almost pulled it off.
What happened?
We moved. Her name was Anne Isabel Ganson.
And then?
The big boys, they took a shine to me because I became known as reliable. One thing led to another. And suddenly I had a lot of power. Became Nick Fontaine. But now I don't want power. I want to be free. I find I have another Anne Isabella in my life. How can I make love to you with 1 million people watching us?
Oh, Nick. I don't want to fall in love with you.
You need to. Just as badly as I need to.
What do we do now?
I'm going to do like I always do. Play it by ear.
But I've never been that way.
You can learn.
I don't know if I can.
Will you try? I swear I'll never give you any reason to be afraid. Never. Please, Diane, will you fall in love with me?
I have already.
Let me look at you. Every time I see you, I'm amazed that I had any part in creating you. You're without doubt one of the loveliest women in the world.
Oh, your opening statements are always brilliant. I wish I could say flattery would get you everywhere.
Let's talk.
Dad, I brought him.
Well, now, sweetheart, I thought we covered that on the phone.
I don't mean to be difficult. It's just that I can never defend myself against you. It's a compliment. I love you.
Well, now, I came 3,000 miles to talk to you alone.
And if I'd let you, I'd give in to anything you said.
I need him, and I want him here. And anything you have to say about him, I want him to hear from you. Let's be adults, Dad.
Let me show you something.
Nick?
I'm Norman Waring.
Nick Fontaine.
He wanted me to tell you in front of him. All right, I'll say it in front of him. I don't want you to see him anymore.
I don't think I should say anything to that, Mr. Waring.
Nick Fontaine has a record of 5 felony arrests. 2 for assault, 2 for attempted blackmail, 1 for carrying a concealed weapon. There were no convictions. In my mind, that's a conviction in itself.
There were 3 more than that, Mr. Waring. 2 more assaults with a deadly weapon that never got on a blotter, and 1 for transportation of stolen money. I want it all out in the open. I only have one excuse. It all happened quite a while ago, and all were committed against people of my own kind. That's over. I'm not that kind of a man anymore, Mr. Waring.
I don't believe that. And I don't think you believe it either. Why don't you leave us alone?
I would if I could. But I love Diane, and I need her.
Mr. Fontaine, I do not want you in my family.
Let's go, Nick.
Diane!
I'll wait outside.
You've been given everything. The finest schools. The ability to discriminate, to discern. Oh, honey, don't throw it all away. Don't ruin your life. I'm begging you.
Dad, I can't give him up. He's everything I didn't even know I wanted. I love him.
I'll be honest with you, sweetheart. I will not let this happen. I will do everything I can to break it up.
How's the world's greatest publicist?
Oh, just great, great. You'll be happy to know that they're turning me loose. Yeah, that's a great role, Diane. I saw some of the costume sketches. They're sensational. We're going to go all out. Color sittings, black and white sittings, the works. But why are you trying to get me fired?
Me?
Yeah, the front office is on my neck. With both feet. I've been up all night trying to kill column items about you and Nick Fontaine. Why can't you lay off?
I'm sorry, Artie, but he isn't what you think.
Hey, why don't you try telling that to the front office or to a columnist?
Diane and Artie Halpern are both here, Kevin.
I'll see Diane first.
Diane?
Suddenly you're the only one who knows what's going on around here.
What's that supposed to mean?
The only way I can find out anything is to ask you. Business Affairs doesn't know what happened. My agent doesn't know what happened. Sylvia Caldwell doesn't know what happened.
What happened about what?
I was in negotiation for an original screenplay called Too Far Out. All of a sudden, I am told that it has been bought out from underneath me by one Nick Fontaine. Now, how did he know about it? Why did he buy it? What does he know about making films anyway?
I'm not at liberty to discuss his business.
Why not? You obviously discuss mine.
I don't discuss yours. Well, you're upset because you were beaten out on a deal.
Oh, you are so right about that, lady. Plenty upset. Now, I wanted that property.
Well, then why didn't you buy it?
I was in negotiation for it. I was waiting for an okay from Bracken.
And Nick read it and liked it and wrote out a check.
Then you did know about it.
Well, I knew about Nick's interest. We discussed it. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just quicker than you were, that's all.
Diane, do you mean to tell me that you caused me to lose that script because you wanted a part in it?
Kevin, I didn't know about your interest in it.
Oh, I would like to be able to believe that, but I can't. Everybody on this lot knew about my interest in it.
Kevin, you've helped me and guided me and looked after me. I wouldn't do that to you.
I even gave you the biggest role of your career in Spacefire, and you turned right around and stabbed me in the back. Oh, once we had such a good thing going, and now we've got such a bad thing going. I don't think you know what world you belong in, Miss Waring.
Maybe not. But I'm learning, Mr. Grant. Why don't you get yourself another actress? I think you'd feel happier if you did.
Honey, tell me. Please tell me. All right, then. I'll tell you. You're depressed because of Kevin and the others.
Oh, they mean well.
Yes, your father and Kevin, Sylvia and Laura Dean. They've all turned against you because of me, haven't they? Well, I guess I take a lot of getting used to.
They ever get used to you? Will you ever be part of a normal, regular, everyday world?
I'm trying, honey. And what you're going through isn't for nothing. It's given me the guts to do something that's never been done before. To make the clean break, to get out. It won't be long and I'll be out for good. Then your friends will come back to you. I wanted to before, but I always let it slide. Until now, I never had a strong reason. But I have one now. I'm paying the organization off, honey. I'm giving them a piece of everything I do for the next few years. Then I'll cut that out, too. But now I have to make money. That's what they're interested in.
It's not going to be easy for you, is it?
Easy? I don't think I could do all this without you. Don't you understand how much we need each other? Will you marry me?
I love you. Yes. Yes, I will.
Hey, Kevin, how are you? Nice to see you. It's good to see you. Say, I read that script, The Hangers On.
Yeah?
Pretty good.
Thank you.
You get a good cast?
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. No names, just a fabulous group of unknowns, very talented.
Well, that's the way they do it today. No names. But if they're any good, they'll get a name. Then they won't be able to get a job. Have to become producers.
Oh, is that right?
Come along, see you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Ray.
Hello, Diane.
I have to talk to you.
Of course.
Miss Caldwell, I'm very grateful for what you've tried to do for me here.
Look, Diane, I think I already know why you're here. Kevin phoned me and told me what happened. He's sorry he got so excited and said some things that he realizes now were very cruel. Let me telephone him and see what we can do about this.
Miss Caldwell, I'm not here about the part. I'm in love with Nick Fontaine, and I'm going to marry him. I know this will upset the studio, so I've come to ask for a release from my contract. This has nothing to do with my father, and I want it to be handled without him.
I don't see how I could keep it from him. He's our chief legal counsel.
I've made up my own mind. Can a release be arranged?
It probably can.
Thank you.
right, I'll tell you. I'll steal.
And you see, that's what I mean by making the most of an exit line. Diane. Well, I understand you're trying to get your release.
Well, it's true. Miss Caldwell said it wouldn't be a problem.
I can't believe it.
Oh, when you're not important, it's easy to get out.
You look so happy, Diane.
I am.
What's he like?
Oh, ask Tom. I'm prejudiced.
Nick, he's a guy from the wrong side of the fence. Ran around with a lot of hoods. But I still see Nick like through the eyes of an 11-year-old kid that he protected all the time. To me, he's 20 foot tall and he shines in the dark. I don't see his failings. And with you, Diane, by his side, Nick is going to make it all the way.
Tom, you're too much. Well, I'm going to miss you. Bye.
Diane, I want to wish you all the luck in the world.
Oh, thank you, Laura. I owe a lot to you.
What are your plans?
Well, Nick and I are going to make a go of it alone. Well, ciao. I'll keep in touch.
All right, let's get back to work.
Diane. I just heard the news. I'm sorry I wasn't in my office when you dropped by.
I'm sorry, too. About the picture. About the fight we had.
Yeah, it was some fight.
Wish us luck.
You know I do.
Thanks.
How do you feel, baby?
Free, Nick.
Let's go.
Hi.
You could have phoned, but you didn't. You decided to fly out here again, so I guess the news can't really be good. But I'm ready for you, Butch.
You're just not going to make this easy for me, are you, Diane?
Did you expect me to?
The studio is not going to give you your release, Diane.
But Sylvia Caldwell said...
I know exactly what Sylvia Caldwell said, word for word. Quote, probably, unquote.
You pressured Mr. Bracken.
Nobody pressures Mr. Bracken. We discussed it, and we both felt the wisest thing was to keep you under contract.
For my own good.
I told you I was going to do everything I could to break it up between you and Nick. Now, Mr. Bracken is giving you the second lead in Apartment in Capri, which starts shooting next week.
In Italy.
You're going to be very, very grateful someday.
Dad, I am not going to Italy.
I'm afraid you will have to.
I'll fight it. You're not doing this for business reasons.
To us, they're business reasons.
You'll never make it stick. You're doing this to interfere in my personal life. You said so.
Oh, I can make it stick, sweetheart. And believe me, I will.
I'll take it to court.
You won't win.
Is it going to make you happy to defeat me?
Of course not.
Well, then let me do what I want to do.
Sweetheart, can't you understand? I love you too much to see you hurt yourself.
But what good is all that love if we're not even speaking to each other? Oh, Dad, let me go. Let me go.
All right, Diane. You win. Get me Century Pictures, please. Miss Sylvia Caldwell.
Meredith, that's good news. That's very good news. I'll have the papers drawn up tomorrow. Right. Come here. Meredith Fane has agreed to direct. I have a firm commitment we can use his name.
Oh, great. We're on our way. Hey, those are casting directories. And here is a list of unlisted telephone numbers. Every movie company needs that. And you use rotary file with some new cards that I put. Well, we're in business. Oh, do you know how to use this? It starts with leading men, leads, characters, comedians, and specialty. Robots, midgets. Oh, you expecting someone?
Well, Marco.
You got company.
It's all right. What can I do for you, Marco? You want a drink?
No drink. Maybe some other time. I've got another appointment with the family. I wish you two kids a nice life. Oh, you got a gorgeous young lady, Nick. But then you're a good-looking guy. And you're rich.
Family's in for its piece. I worked that out with you, didn't I, Marco? She knows. She's going to be my wife.
I just want to say again, I hope you and the young lady have a nice life.
Nick, why don't I go on to our next appointment? I'll meet you there.
Sure, honey. Makes you feel better. Go ahead.
Che fai qui, Marco? Perché vuoi vedermi senza appuntamento?
I understand English, Nick. We wanted you to break the ice in the picture business, but it didn't work out, did it? I mean, in the beginning, you were going in for us. And now you're going in for yourself.
We worked that all out, Marco.
Yeah. Guy falls for a broad, it changes everything, don't it?
What are you trying to say?
Nothing, Nicola, nothing. You're off and running, and that's the way it is. It's not like it used to be anymore. No, not like that at all. You're on your way. And we miss you. Now, you could change your mind. She's a gorgeous girl, Nick, but suppose it don't work out.
It'll work out. You wish me luck, huh, Marco?
Yeah. Good luck.
I'll get it, love.
Hi. I came without calling. I thought if I phoned ahead, you might say no.
Come in. It's Diane, huh?
Hi, Marjorie. Hello, Diane.
Seen you since you left the studio. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I arranged to meet my fiancé here, if that's all right.
Nick Fontaine is coming here?
Yes, he wanted to speak with Kevin, and I was hoping I might smooth the way. It's important.
Well, come on in. Sit down. You want a drink?
No.
Well, tell me, what's it all about?
Oh, that must be Nick.
You stay there. I'll get it.
Mrs. Grant?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Come on in.
Thank you.
I can't move. My knees are shaking.
You really feel like saying, do you want to check your gun, don't you?
Yes. Yes, I do want to say that, and I'm going to. You want to check your gap?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, come on in. Do you know my husband, Kevin?
No. Nick Fontaine?
I'm Diane.
And I'm Kevin Grant.
This'll only take a minute.
And you might be very happy about it. As you know, Nick owns Too Far Out.
Kevin, you loved that property.
Yes, I did. I even thought I knew exactly how to make it.
You can still make it.
Is that so?
I have Wendy Williams under personal contract if you want her. And I have a firm commitment from Meredith Vane to direct.
You have Meredith Vane? I'm impressed. That's a very, very good package. Irresistible, in fact. Except for one thing.
Me?
Well, that's why we came to you. Bracken won't do business with Nick, but we thought if you were involved in the package.
You be executive producer. I'll produce. Or you produce, I'll co-produce, associate produce. Anything. Any way you want it, Kevin. Just so you're the one that Bracken has to deal with.
No. No, it's not Bracken, it's me. Me. And if you both think it's because I'm a sore loser, forget it. I don't like losing any more than anyone else does, but that's not the reason.
What is the reason?
Because you're the Nick Fontaine.
That's behind me, Kevin.
Now, I've heard you're getting out. I don't buy it.
It's true.
No, you're not out, Mr. Fontaine. You're not out because they won't let you out, because they can't let you out.
Oh. Did you read a magazine article about the Cosa Nostra?
No, I just have my own opinion, and I don't think they're going to let you out. And I can't live with that. So I won't do business with you.
Kevin?
Honey, don't. He has the right to feel that way. Don't hurt your relationship. We'll make it. We know the package is good. We'll take it somewhere else. We'll take it to United Artists, Paramount. Thank you for your time.
Diane? I hope it goes the way that both of you want it to go.
So do I.
Don't let it get you down. In the end, good guys always win.
Welcome back, Diane.
Thanks, Tom.
How about a lift? Shall we talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm able to now.
Diane, right at this moment, I need somebody to help me do something awfully hard. I've got to play a death scene in class. I thought about how hard it would be for you to watch it. But I know you can handle it if we're in it together. Together, we could play the hell out of that scene. It would be good for both of us. I think.
Yeah, of course I will.